Zach.
Yo, what's up?
What's happening, Zach?
Not shit. I was actually just wondering if I could talk to Garrett for a moment.
Hang on. Let me shut the fuck up. Kevin, you shut the fuck up, too. Okay, Zach, go ahead. Wow.
Oh, I would love your opinion as well.
Oh, no, you just want to talk to Garrett.
Well, he has kind of a similar experience to me.
No, go ahead.
What would that be?
Well, it's actually funny that someone was just commenting about this because, about Garrett being straight edge.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's actually something I've been trying to accomplish for a long time, and I was wondering how you actually kind of went through with it.
You know what? I was in high school. I think it was a sophomore. When was it? It was junior year? No, sophomore year. 1998. The school year would have been I think 97, 98, because then... Yeah. It was the 97, 98 school year, and it was like around New Year's. And I was fucking so into hardcore music and the whole straight edge scene, and like I started going to concerts and getting like way into like all these Victory Records bands and stuff. And it was real easy, man. I just kind of like threw myself head first into that kind of subculture, and
Didn't relapse?
And I never really missed it because I was like so into that.
Yeah.
And I still hold those values and those morals. Like, I'm really, really glad that that I, can look back on that and really see how fucking it got me where I am today. And I definitely would not be where I am today if I hadn't kind of gotten my shit together, and that really helped.
Yeah.
The oath that keeps me free.
You should realize.
That's some really fucking hardcore bullshit.
I'm glad to get your opinion on this, Garrett, because honestly, you are a huge role model of mine.
Oh, well, thank you, man. I try to do the right thing, I try to, let everyone out there know, lead by example. I don't know. But thank you. I mean, that's good to hear. I hope I'm a good role model.
Well, you are to me.
I think you're pretty good. You're a homeowner with a stable job who stays away from drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Blue collar guy. I like to work hard. I like to get things done. But you know what? It's interesting, knowing the Mega64 guys and kind of meeting them and getting to work with them is giving me this like outlet that I never thought I would have had before. That like I was never someone who thought I would have people that followed me online or wanted to watch videos I made or anything like that. So I don't know, it's kind of fucking blows my mind, and yeah, I mean, I hope that if anything I can make people feel a little bit better about their whatever. And if I inspired you in any way, that's pretty cool.
I'm sorry, someone in the chat said, I really don't understand the whole straight edge concept. What the fuck is there not to yet? What are you missing?
Well, first step is get a tattoo.
No, that should be the last step. Dude, I know so many people that like used to be straight edge and have straight edge tattoos still. So it's not for everyone. It's for some.
I could see how it would be an improvement to most lives.
Could be.
All right, well, I won't take up any more of the time.
Hey,
Cool.
no worries, man. Thanks for
Zach,
calling
man.
in.
Good call, man.
Hey, I hope you do whatever you think is right for you. How old are you, man?
Right now, I'm 19.
19. All right. Well, you're a young guy, I'm not saying don't have any fun. I'm just saying, whatever you can handle, you're a pretty good judge of your own character, believe it or not.
Yeah.
A lot
I'm
of
just
people
trying to get myself together because I just moved out for the first time, got my own place.
This is the perfect time, and this is like a really forming time in your life, and I can look back at, I was 18 years old when I moved out of my parents' house, and like, I was all about just like, hey, I want to just fucking do everything. I want to learn and prove to myself that I can live in the real world by myself. And I don't know, that was kind of something that, oh fuck, poison gas! I didn't push the crate in all the way.
Oh, you're dumb, dude.
That was something that I kind of prided myself on and I was really into.
I think you need to, leave the room.
Yeah, I do. But yeah, I mean, these are really forming years. First moving out, right around 18, 19 is like you're technically an adult for the first time, and you'll know when you're fucking up, and you'll know if you're responsible. You'll know, oh, I gotta not fuck up, and you learn from your mistakes. That's what life's all about, man.
Yeah.
And have some fun. Have some fun while you're here, because hey, as far as we know, you're only here once.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot. I guess it goes without saying you are my favorite member of Mega64. Sorry, Kevin.
Hey, Zach.
Hey.
Thanks for your call.
Thank you, Zach. That made my day.
Not a problem.
Oh, Kevin!
Oh,
Come on!
Kevin's all pissed off.
There's a guy in the chat who keeps talking about how he knows what straight edge is, but he doesn't understand why people need to put a label on it. I think what he doesn't understand is that when you're young, when you're like 16 or 17, you have no identifiers.
Put a label on everything.
You have to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing. It's just that when you're 16 years old, you don't know what you are, so you're trying to understand that. And the easiest way to do that is to put a label on something.
Yeah. I listen to punk rock music.
Exactly.
I'm a punk rocker.
Punk. Exactly.
Yeah.
I
I skateboard. I'm a skater.
putting a label on that thing is the easiest way to identify that thing.
True. That's really true.
And so calling yourself straight edge is just an identifier for what you, at that point in your life, believe in. So that's all it is. It's just an identifier for something that you believe in strongly, at least at 17 or 18. Now, when you're older, you don't necessarily need to identify with that, but you still can. You can still call yourself straight edge. So, I mean,
straight edge is like a lifelong decision.
It's a lifestyle choice.
So it's not like, well, I'm an adult now, I don't need to claim straight edge. And here's the thing. My evolution has changed over the years. I was the kid in high school who was, like I said, way into fucking hardcore music. I went to go see the local bands in San Diego every fucking weekend down at the like shitty local hardcore clubs, and I was fucking there singing along. I knew all the words to every fucking song. I wore t-shirts that I used to have to order off of the internet, and this is back in the fucking 90s when ordering shit off the internet wasn't your parents' favorite. God, I almost fucking did it again. Wasn't your parents' favorite thing for you to do with their credit card? Because that was back in the day. I had to like ask my mom to borrow her Visa. Here's $25 cash. I want to buy this t-shirt from bluegrape.com. Well, what the fuck is bluegrape.com? I remember it was a shirt company that sold like straight edge merchandise. Yeah. And I had a Snapple shirt that was, instead of Snapple, it's straight edge. It's 100% pure and whatever. My buddy Steven, there were two straight edge kids in my grade. And it was me and my buddy Steven, and then our friend Harry, actually. There was three of us. That was it in my grade. And then later on, I talked to my sister who went to the same high school as me, and she said there were these roving groups of straight edge kids that were like different cliques. Like there was a clique of straight edge kids that hung out over here, and then there was another clique that didn't get along with that clique of straight edge kids. It was like, what the fuck?
That's funny. That
shit just didn't happen. Everyone made fun of us. No one knew what it was. It was, but we were really fucking proud of it, and we were really into it. I mean, my binder had murals drawn on it of SXE. Everything was SXE. I used to have an embroidered beanie that I had custom made.
Because that's what you identified with.
Oh, yeah.
You know
Every band shirt, I had stripe shirts that Southern California straight edge on it. Like, all the different parody. I was going to say, my friend Steven had the Star Wars logo, but it said straight. That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
And I still have all that stuff, but I don't wear it anymore.
Why?
It's not important to me to throw out that flag as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am straight edge, and that's my thing, and it's like, I got a tattoo, and that's my thing. But I don't need to let other people know that. I don't need validation anymore.
Exactly. You got older, you're still a similar person, you're a different person, but you got older and have more identifiers now. Your hobbies and your interests and your things like that are what identify you now.
Yeah.
And when you're 16, what you're looking at, especially like when it's a punk rock DIY lifestyle, it's to scare the straights and be in your face. And oh, you're like that? Fuck you. You don't know what it's like. I'm like this.
Go figure. I rebelled against my parents by not doing drugs and drinking. But hey, that happened. That was a fucking thing that happened. It's weird, man. And you know what? A lot of my family members do drink, and it was. I remember that being very. Here's another MO disc machine. I remember that being very odd to my family when I turned 21. Not my parents, because they got it. My parents initially thought that me going straight edge was a sneaky trick that I made up to fool them into not worrying about me and what I did on the weekends. But in all reality, it was a real thing, and I think eventually they kind of found that. But my grandparents and uncles and stuff would want to get me a 12. You know, you're 21. Who doesn't get a 12-pack of beer when they're 21? Mm-hmm. That's kind of an American thing. Mm-hmm. But my family didn't really understand and I remember kids in school too when I would talk about straight edge, because that was a point of, like I said last week, I did school reports on anime and shit, and looking back on it was so hokey. But I did them on straight edge too, and I X'd up in the class, and I was like, this is an example of stuff we do at a concert, and I had I walked around with X's that day, and I got shit from jocks and bullies and stuff. Well, here's the thing, I've always had this certain wit about me. It's not quick wit, but it's something that I've never had problems with, there was a lot of gangs in my junior high school, but I got along with those dudes. Mm-hmm. All the essays, they thought I was this funny little white guy, and I would play that angle up. Mm-hmm. And with, the jocks in high school, too, it was I was this weird dude, what, I gave a speech on straight edge and not drinking. What jock didn't understand? They couldn't understand not drinking, and I had these big Sharpied X's on my fist, and I used to get the black 1-inch script up. It was like a graffiti marker. I don't even think you can get them anymore. And we used to keep it in my glove box, and we would just put one. All you needed was 1, 2, and it was an inch thick. It was so fucking dope. I see guys that had that shit tattooed. There's guys out there that have their X's tattooed. Mm-hmm. Craziness. I saw one of the best ones was, the Dead Kennedys, that two-tone font? Mm-hmm. They did the X's like that.
Really?
Which doesn't have anything to do with Dead Kennedys, but it was just cool looking.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
No, but, a lot of questions I got was, well, yeah, but when you turn 21, then you'll drink. And it was like, no. Yeah. That's not, this is just not for me.
But there were a lot of kids that were straight edge till 21,
Yeah. And I'm a different case, too. There's a lot of straight edge women and men out there that never did anything ever and have never even experienced it. Now, I'm of the opinion that, like I said, I don't know for a fact that I'm not going to be here again. This is my one life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. Tyler Durden. But I would want to experience everything that I could, So, yeah, I was young, and I definitely experimented with substances, and I found that, I kind of have an addictive personality. Maybe this could fuck my life up if I kept fucking around with it. So, you know what? I found out what it's like. It's not that important to me, and I choose not to do it anymore.
This place seems to be a morgue.
It seems to be. I'm going to check every body. I thought one of them was going to get up and get me.
I don't think that's till later. I thought there was a part that comes out.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, little brief discussion on
and that's
on SXE and SDHC.